j'espère que vous allez bien. Ici Marxouille. Et on est reparti pour notre petit Jurassic Park. Alors, on va peut-être lire le journal d'abord. On a loupé quelques séquences. Autant faire ça maintenant. Pas plus mal. On est à la page... Ouais, ça on l'avait fait. Hein. Ça on l'avait fait aussi, je crois. Je suis un peu surpris qu'il n'y ait pas de plume, mais encore une fois, je ne peux pas affirmer qu'il ne soit pas censé avoir à cause des étapes que nous avons dû sauter. Ah, il devait avoir des plumes normalement, ok. Ouais. Alors, l'Herrerasaurus, le lézard d'Herrera. J'aurais tellement aimé voir la tête de Don Victorino Herrera quand il a découvert les ossements de l'Herrerasaurus. C'est assez chiant à dire. Hein. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'une des vieilles espèces de dinosaures découvertes qui renaît et marche devant nos yeux. Quand nous recréons putain, c'est chiant à dire. L'Herrerasaurus, j'ignorais qu'il était destiné à être une alternative sans danger au vélociraptor qui allait être exposé. Bien qu'il ne soit pas aussi intelligent que les raptors, l'instinct de chasse les rend presque aussi dangereux. Ouais. Ouais, bah, il ressemble pas trop au raptor, hein. Les enclos de quarantaine. J'en ai pas à croire qu'il a commandé un nouveau groupe de raptors pour l'île du site B. Après ce qui s'est passé la dernière fois, il n'y a rien à faire, cet homme n'aurait jamais aucun respect pour ce que nous avons créé. Quand est-ce qu'il comprendra que ce n'est pas qu'un spectacle? Ils ont utilisé les enclos de quarantaine du sud, c'est déjà ça. S'ils les avaient envoyés à ceux des quais, ils auraient découvert la couvée que j'élève là-bas. Or, direct ou pas, euthanasier toute une espèce sous le seuil prétexte qu'elle n'est pas rentable est inacceptable. Inacceptable. La couvée, ceux de qui ils auraient découvert la couvée que j'élève là-bas. Ok. C'est la scientifique qui parle là, j'ai l'impression. Hein. Je suis pas sûr. Bon, la sauvegarde c'est pas faite. On a un petit retard, hein. Mais c'est pas grave. Vous allez voir, on a un petit point d'arrière. C'est pas grave. J'avance ça un peu. Alors,
Sure, why the hell not?
Well, geez, don't be so excited about it.
Yeah, you're right.
Ouais, nous on avait mis non la dernière fois.
Thanks for coming to rescue us.
It's what I do.
That and moving people's stuff around.
I could use a few good marks in my employee file. It's been a rough year.
I know, right? I almost got suspended for skipping class too much. Mom would have killed me.
Well, we all got problems.
Du coup, je suis repassé en... Ouais, c'est bon.
Are you serious?
What? I'm taking a break.
Good idea. Don't want you to strain yourself.
So what's the deal? Why didn't you tell Dr. Sorkin why it's so important to get off this island?
Trust me, if we bully that one, she's gonna cause problems.
So what do we do?
Simple. Charm her. Look, all I need to do is get some information on this woman. Dig into her past. Find out what makes her tick. I'm sure if I say enough of the right things, she'll practically think getting off the island was her idea in the first place.
Hey, can I bum one of those?
Sérieux là?
Okay.
So, who feels like carrying these boxes back to the helicopter?
C'est quoi tout ce bordel là? Il va se cracher l'hélico avec tout ce point.
Me neither. Ugh, it smells like a barrel of wet dog hair.
I know, right? I don't get why dinosaurs eat that stuff.
I'm not moving these things. They look like they weigh a ton.
I think Dr. Sorkin said we're only supposed to move file boxes.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
Ils s'en battent les couilles. Je suis censé faire quoi moi ici? Laisse Oscar tranquille, c'est quoi tout ça? La scientifique qui te reprend, c'est ça? Des infos sur Sorkin?
Hey Oscar, was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big time protester in the 70s, lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen-related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
Said that?
Between the lines.
If you want to tag along with us, that's cool. Just give Oscar his space. He doesn't do very good with kids. Or adults, or... anyways, come to think of it, he doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way. you gonna do any work around here? What are we, union now? How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Dunno, but you better do it if you want to get on the good side.
Okay. Well, thanks. You've been a great help.
Je l'ai déjà dit ça.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type.
Ouais.
Got arrested a bunch
Merde. J'ai encore... Putain, chiant.
protesting for animal rights.
Comment je fais 1? Voilà. Du coup...
Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You wanna help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
On va fouiner.
I mean, I knew Hammond was no real scientist, but someone should have seen this coming. If you're in some kind of trouble with
You know, Doc, I saw some bites like that on one of my men back at the visitor center.
Mr.
Call me Billy.
Mr. Yoder, would you please tend to the InGen files like we discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Génial.
Hey, you know who our prisoner is? Because no one else seems to.
Well, I've never seen her on the island before. I don't recognize her as someone who works for InGen. But I don't know everyone, so it's possible.
C'est daté la prisonnière.
Hey, Doc, you got a pharmacy inside? It's gonna be a long flight back if we don't get this prisoner either elated or sedated.
She seems harmless enough now, and she's adequately secured. Are you afraid she's gonna beat you up?
Well, I do have a history of women wanting to get their hands on me. I hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Le Processeur pourrait faire une rechute, qu'est-ce qu'il pourrait... Ouais. Histoire... Ouais, la rechute c'est pas mal.
Back because, you never know, the prisoner could have a relapse or something.
Highly unlikely.
Et merde. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait vous faire convaincre? Ouais, mais ça c'est le dernier... Non, ça c'est le dernier recours.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Huh. You have a point.
Ah, je gagne.
If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Parce que histoire.
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
Well, obviously that's true. If only the board had listened to my proposals. Instead, they just contribute to the paperwork in the file boxes you guys are loading.
Please, ma'am, if we don't get you back, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. I'll probably lose my job.
Well, I don't wish that on anyone, Mr. Yoder, but I'm afraid it can't be helped. I can't abandon these dinosaurs just so you have a job.
Qu'est-ce qui pourrait vous convaincre?
Dr. Sorkin, we already caught one unauthorized trespasser. Who knows who else is on the island? Your life may be in danger.
I'll take my chances, thank you.
Oh putain, elle est insupportable.
Is there anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Oh putain, insupportable, grave.
Girl is your daughter?
Oh putain, il faut l'assassiner celle-là. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire Elle a trouvé des dossiers?
What'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know.
Donc du coup, je peux peut-être essayer des infos. Non. Oh, pourquoi j'appuie toujours sur échappe? Je sais bien que ça fait un retour. C'est horrible. Donc c'est clic droit. Hein. Donc maintenant, il a peut-être moyen de gratter.
I mean, what was Hammond thinking? The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this was inevitable.
So how did you know to treat her with
Faut vraiment y aller.
Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, you know, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder, but perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the quarantine
Dr.
pens.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley.
Du jus pour ma... Hein?
Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
What's that?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
You cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the
Elvis.
solution to them to see if it even works.
Le fameux
How many
Elvis.
are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
Du coup, c'est ça qui expliquerait que les dinosaures de Nublar sont toujours en vie alors. Elle a injecté quelque chose dans les parasaures qui sont fait bouffer par les T-Rex. Et les T-Rex sont devenus immunisés alors.
Very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Le dinome l'a dit. Vas-y pour le fun.
Believe it or not, the dinosaurs told me. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Il a dit qu'on était très loin
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
des carnivores aussi, hein. Qu'on était isolés et tout, donc logiquement on devrait rien avoir. Logiquement, hein. Bien évidemment, je suis sûr on va avoir un truc, mais quoi. C'est à chaque fois quand quelqu'un dit ouais tout va bien et que ça finit mal, hein, on le sait bien. Hein. De toute façon ils sont gentils normalement les parrains. Gérer les troupes de dinos, parler le dinosaure. What?
So you can really speak dinosaur?
We've been doing behavioral tests using various parasaur calls, playing them through the speakers around the pen. We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds. Cool. These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
Alors. Bon, on va... Ouais. Bah la bouffe alors. Bah attends, on a que... What?
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready.
Ouais, je dois cliquer sur les 4. Merde. What? Attends, ouais mais attends. Non, non, la porte est à gauche donc. Non, 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 c'est à gauche il faut aller. Ouais. Voilà. Je peux rien faire d'autre. C'est un peu mauve quand même les paras là. Hein. Qu'est-ce qu'ils m'ont foutu? Bon bah du coup... Activer, effrayer les dinos.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Haut-parleur et champ nuptial, haut-parleur, cri d'alarme.
West side speakers, please.
Moi.
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, you know, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
Bah du coup, activer, effrayer les dinosaures.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Ouais.
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
Du coup c'est bon là?
So, what happened to your assistant?
J'ai fait
Let's
bouffer.
not talk about that.
Well, did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand?
Du coup, maintenant.
If we want to move the dinosaurs forward, we might need to give them a good scare from behind.
oh, we can use the danger call.
Good thinking.
Ah oui mais attends, non, non, non. Du coup, maintenant on peut faire le... Ouais bah attends, il a pas? C'est quoi le cri d'alarme? Je sais pas. Non, ça c'est les...
Need a quick reminder about how the speakers work?
Yes, please.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be
Ouais, non,
set
c'est
to
bon,
play a
je m'en fous.
parasaur food call that will attract
What? Ok.
hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur. The big speakers in the center emit a danger call that will scare the dinos away from it.
Ouais mais comment je l'active? Je veux bien, moi, mais... C'est lui qui doit le faire en fait.
Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
Cri d'alarme.
activate the danger speakers.
C'est bon là, ils sont tous groupés. Ouais c'est bon.
That's it. They're out.
Good job, Jess.
Finally. Go forth and multiply.
Pretty good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I will.
Il boite un peu lui, non?
Aww.
Ah, this is why she was elected to be the lookout. What's wrong with her foot?
It's a broken toe. Feel free to have a look. I just have to do one more thing and then we can leave.
The lysine.
If the dinosaurs are to have a fighting chance, they'll need this solution to survive.
I'm still not sure.
Jerry, this is my life's work. These are basically my children. I'm not gonna let these creatures die because some bureaucrat can't stand losing control. They deserve their own lives.
Jess,
Il est très confiant le mec, hein. Il a pas peur.
Laura.
Laura, what's lysine?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
Don't tell my dad, but I got a D in chemistry.
Then today should be very educational. The solution we were creating at the lab will reverse this scenario, allowing the animals to live out their natural lifespan. We just need to get it into the main water supply.
Okay,
Ah,
that
ils vont le
should be
foutre dans
easy,
l'eau,
right?
du
This is a
coup.
big responsibility, Jess.
I can handle it, Dr. Sorkin. I mean Laura.
En fait, ils sont en train d'expliquer
Okay,
tous les
Jess,
défauts du film,
let's
c'est bien
get
ça.
started.
Bah, tous les inconnus du film.
I'm telling
c'est
you,
bon,
man,
ça.
almost made me swear off Chinese food forever.
Yeah, right. I've never seen you refuse an egg roll. Ever.
I said almost. Besides, my date was hot. You remember the girl with the blonde hair, red scarf? What was her name?
I don't keep track.
Oh, you remember her? She was the one that was wearing the. Hold on.
Oh, on pique l'hélico là.
Go, go, go!
Ah bah bravo.
Oscar!
Va être là au moins. Peut-être. Fais atterrir l'hélico. Ok, j'abandonne, je vais tirer.
You shut this chopper down right now, or I swear I will shoot you.
Oh, that's real smart!
I'm going down. You're going down with me, sweetheart.
Ouais, être là.
Oscar, get over here. I'll pull you in.
Oups. Non mais c'est chiant. Franchement.
Come on, man. That's it.
Ok, je pense avoir un.
One more.
Ah mais ils veulent buter en plus l'autre. Hein. Oh là, oh là, oh là, oh là, là, vite, vite, vite.
Tell that woman she's dead when I get in there.
Come on, Oscar. Put those giant friggin' arms to work. Get in here.
Ah merde. J'étais en train d'attendre comme un con. Allez, allez. Oh putain, elle me touche. Elle va flamber. C'est bon.
You're one stubborn son of a. Hey!
Oh, elle va dégager de l'hélico, elle.
What the hell?
No problem. You got this.
Sérieux là?
Land this thing now!
Not gonna happen.
Merde. Il y a même pas de saignement. Oh. Oh bah adieu. J'ai appuyé. Oh bah. Mais mec, j'ai appuyé, mais c'est ouf. Mec, c'est n'importe quoi les QTE sur ce jeu. C'est abusé. C'est totalement pété. Hein. Faut être un putain ninja. Hein. Tu dois les deviner en fait, c'est chiant. T'as pas le temps. Regarde, j'appuie et il se fout de ma gueule en plus. C'est le pire quoi. Ah, ce concept, je suis bien content. Ah, là, ça a marché là, du coup, j'ai pas compris. Voilà, c'est bon, elle dort. Bon. Je suis bien content qu'ils l'ont supprimé de Walking Dead. Hein. Ah, il y a un petit souci avec le tableau là.
The water ready?
Yep, lysine is now officially a part of this nutritionally balanced dino breakfast.
Excellent. Now I just need to get this water into the main supply and we'll be done. That's it, Jess. We did it. Jess, come up here. I want you to see this.
Elle va se péter la gueule, c'est ça?
This is how nature intended these animals to exist.
Wow, with all the running away I've been doing, I haven't had time to really appreciate them.
take it easy.
What's wrong with that?
Ah, elle a vu un problème?
Oh no.
Oh, oh, ça c'est mes raptors, ça.
Raptors.
Oh yeah.
Jerry, run! Jerry!
À la bouffe. Oh, oh, oh putain. Monte vite. Oh, 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 bah la communauté là. Cours, cours, cours. Oh, j'ai appuyé sur le mauvais bouton. Alors courir plus vite qu'un raptor, ça je ne pense pas, non. Ça m'étonnerait très fort, hein. Ah, ils sont bien faits en plus. Merde, tu fais rien. Vite. Ouf. Merde, merde, j'étais en train de... Merde.
Hurry, Jerry! Hurry!
Oups, pas par là, pas par là. Monte vite. Oh, ça va fou ce mec.
Oh my god, damn, that was awesome! How'd you do that?
Guess the old man still has a few good moves, huh?
You are lucky to be alive, Jerry. I've never seen anyone outrun a velociraptor before.
C'est clair.
Where did they come from? What are they doing out here?
Must have escaped from the quarantine pen somehow.
Raptors are highly intelligent. They'll find a way up here if we give them enough time.
Yes! It's Yoder!
Clever girl.
Down here! Down here!
Oh, il va se cracher. Mais allez, il est bouffé là, il a un hélicoptère, il est nettoyé là. Allez, allez, oust oust. Ah, écran blanc, magnifique. Ah, c'est bon. Ah, nouvel épisode. Yes, les profondeurs. Du coup, on va incarner le mec de l'ICO. Oh bah là ils sont morts normalement. Il a pété le... Oh oh. Ah oui. Ah bah... Eux ils sont mal barrés aussi. Ça va lâcher.
Oh my god, those poor people.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Vous avez vu, c'est assez hallucinant. On va s'en sortir.
I wanna go home.
I know. Me too. We'll be fine. I promise.
And the raptors! Look!
God, they're trying to bring the tower down.
Saleté de futée.
It'll hold. It's got to.
Yeah, well, I don't want to take any chances.
Comment vous avez vu c'était hein?
We need to get off the tower before the raptors bring it down.
The emergency ladder's right there. The way the tower is tilting, it will put us down outside the paddock.
Well, that's a start, but the fence isn't much of an obstacle for the raptors. Where do we go once we're out?
I think we can make it to the utility tunnels, right over there. We can lock the raptors out if we can beat them inside.
I hope you're right. Let's get that ladder lowered.
Il va encore falloir distancer des raptors, c'est ça? Ouais, mais bon, ils sont pas si cons que ça. Hein.
It won't budge.
Did you try the latch?
The latch, right, of course.
Le lock. Hein.
That should free it up. It still won't move.
It's brand new, so it might still be a little stiff. Maybe if you put more weight on it?
What, you mean stand on it?
Yes, write it down.
Il va se casser la gueule.
But we should probably be ready to move as soon as it comes down so we can stick together.
Ouais, je le sors pas. Attends, on va s'en sortir, non? Et là, c'est... Ouais, attends. On va quand même examiner toutes les possibilités avant de faire quoi que ce soit.
That wire is live.
Calmez-vous, monsieur.
Don't want to get shocked.
Non? Ok. Au début, je crois que c'était une canne pour électrocuter. Mais non. Carrément pas. Bon, c'est bon, on met tout au poids, allez.
Sweetheart, listen. I want you to be ready to climb down the ladder as soon as it's extended.
Okay, Dad.
Dr. Sorkin.
I'll be right down.
Il va avoir un souci, je pense. Hein. Il va devoir monter.
Oh, no, I see the problem. The whole ladder is just slightly bent. It can't slide freely. We might be able to force it.
Must have been the crash.
Looks that way. I think we're gonna need a crowbar or something to get it open.
Oh, well then we're gonna have to get creative because there are no tools up here.
Voilà, donc du coup ça explique. Non. Bon bah retourne en haut. Hein. Ah.
I don't see how they could have made it. But still, we have to hope.
Ouais. Je peux pas... Vous avez vu, c'est un...
We're lucky that chopper didn't kill us all.
I don't feel so lucky. Do you think the others are okay?
Maybe, sweetheart. But we shouldn't get our hopes up.
Ouais, mais bon, il veut pas se faire électrocuter, donc je fais comment, moi?
This antenna could be just the thing we need to pry the ladder open. But if I try to grab it now, I could get electrocuted.
Ouais, ça va, calmez-vous.
We have to get down from here.
Ah bah voilà, couper le courant.
Dr. Sorkin, that antenna is the only thing up here I've seen that we can use to pry the ladder open. Is there any way to turn the power to those lights off so I can grab it?
Not from up here. The aircraft alert beacons aren't ever supposed to be disabled. The best I can do is make them flash on and off.
How?
I can switch them from nighttime to daytime operation. They shine continuously at night, but during the day they flash to provide more contrast.
On va faire ça alors.
Okay, I've switched the beacon lights to daytime mode. Hopefully that wire won't be live while the lights flash off.
Oh putain, je suis mort. Oh vas-y.
Damn! Jumped the gun a little.
Ah dommage, c'était marrant.
Got it.
Merde, je croyais qu'il allait se prendre un bon gros 10 000 volts, mais même pas. C'est nul, c'est nul.
If I couldn't move it by jumping on it, I'm never gonna be able to pry it by myself.
Bah demande à ta fille, non?
Yes?
Can you give me a hand with this? You pry while I put my weight on the ladder.
Certainly.
Tu vois qu'il va se péter la gueule, moi, non?
Okay, Dr. Sorkin, I'm ready. Jess, honey, you get ready to move as soon as the ladder goes down.
I'm ready, Dad. Just hurry.
Okay, Dr. Sorkin, on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3!
Allez.
You've gotta be freaking kidding me!
Attends, ils vont nous aider les raptors là, non?
What are we gonna do?
Try again, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3! No, Jess, wait! No!
Double point.
I'm fine, Dad.
Ouais, mais sauf que t'es en bas avec les raptors maintenant.
Your turn, Dr. Sorkin.
Right, I'm coming down.
Ils arrivent.
Dr. Sorkin, you have to hurry.
Allez, grand-mère.
Hey,
Hein.
I'm gonna jump for it!
Bien. Ça va, elle est pas morte.
Thanks.
Okay, now up and over.
Non mais elle est encore bien là. Pas si belle que ça. Ouais, sauf que... ouais, nos copains là. Cours. Attends, limite, juste pour voir. À la bouffe. Au revoir. Adieu. Merde. C'était bien à peine quand même. Mais j'aurais bien voulu la voir se faire bouffer. C'est nul.
Your turn, Dr. Sorkin.
Right, I'm coming down.
C'est nul, c'est nul.
Dr. Sorkin, you have to hurry.
Out of the way, I'm gonna jump for it.
GG.
Okay, now up and over.
I'm okay.
Run, Dr. Sorkin.
Alors. Arriver à distancer, oui, bah oui. Prends tout ton temps, hein, prends tout ton temps. Ils sont à 50 km derrière, les Raptors, tout va bien, tout est logique. N'importe quoi. Ils étaient à 2 cm de la femme, quoi. Vas-y, Willy.
Next time I get a headache like this, there better be tequila involved.
No way, amigo. This turned out better than the last time you drank tequila.
Il reste plus rien de l'hélico.
Yeah, you might be right. The girl I woke up next to is prettier anyway. How'd she make it out?
But first, I gave her a push.
I'm surprised you take the time to rescue her, what with how nice she was to you and all.
Who says it was a rescue?
Il voulait la buter à la balle au
So,
sang.
we lost our ride, and the only person we managed to rescue so far doesn't even work for InGen. Now what?
See if you can find anything useful in the wreck. And make sure the girl's okay while I scout the perimeter.
Ah, damn it, I left my AK inside the chopper. It's probably toast. Glad I didn't leave a round chambered. Could have killed someone.
That makes 2 of us, amigo. Still, the cook-off was a hell of a show.
Ah, il manque la batterie.
Take more than an auxiliary power unit to fix her this time.
Sans blague.
Better keep checking her out. If she's gonna blow, we don't want to be anywhere nearby.
Alors...
No fuel left. Must have been a hell of a blast. Looking pretty safe. One more look, just to be sure. Damn it, all our weapons were in there. I was just getting used to that AK, too. That chopper's done all the exploding she's ever gonna do. Should be safe to make camp here.
T'es sûr qu'on n'a rien oublié? Poum, 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 poum. Poum. Ah.
Must be where Oscar dragged us away from the wreck. He better have saved me first.
Ouais, ça me paraît bon. Je pense qu'on a fait le tour.
I should see if the girl's okay. Oscar might want to talk to her when she wakes up. Let's postpone that little reunion.
What? Oula. C'est quoi cette montée? Ah oui, là ils vont tomber sur la bonbonne. Bon bah... Moi ça rasait.
Wow, Barbasol. I have a can just like this back in San Jose. Oh man, I hope it's not for her face. Heavier than I remember. Could just be full, I guess. It's only sloshing at the top. Sounds half empty, feels full. Why is that? My stepbrother used to store his second set of keys in a fake pop can. I wonder. The lady has a secret stash. But what the hell is it?
Ton pote le T-Rex.
T-Rex, it's leaving.
Damn it, Oscar. I only have one pair of pants. The chopper's not gonna blow, but just about everything in it, including our weapons, is flame broiled.
No game trails, no nests. This is base camp for now.
Hey, get this. I found this can of shaving cream in her pack.
Didn't think you needed any.
Yeah, whatever you say, Fuzzy. Except it's not really shaving cream. Look. So, now what's the plan? Nice job pulling me away from the fire, man.
If I'd known you were gonna get sentimental, I might have left you.
I really am surprised you saved the girl.
Lady had some rotten cards. I dealt a couple. Figure next time she mouths off, I can kill her without feeling bad.
We gonna try to salvage this gig?
Yeah. I'm gonna go look for our friends.
Shouldn't I come with?
We lost the guns. Means I gotta be in stealth mode.
You saying I can't sneak?
I'm saying neither one of us can sneak and watch her at the same time. Besides, she won't talk with me around. But maybe pretty boy Billy can get her to open up.
Yeah, it's a tough job.
Quel con. Par contre, le mode furtif, t'as vu le bestiau? Il fait la taille d'un caillou. Ah, moi, ce petit salaud là.
Smell. They open doors. Should have stayed in bed.
Oh. Ouf. Deux doigts. Hein. Il y en a un qui est passé à la casserole. Non, 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 fais pas le con. Ouf. Bah du coup je dois faire quoi? Ah. Ouais, passer par au-dessus. Ou non, peut-être pas, non. T'es sûr qu'on peut passer par au-dessous là? Ça a l'air d'être méchamment... Ah bah non, c'est bon, il y a de la place, je crois qu'il n'y avait pas de place moi. C'est bon, tu peux pas ralentir un peu, non? Va plus vite, connard. Oh. Ouf.
Dad, are we going to stand here all day?
You're right, hon. We should get moving.
Ouais mais ferme la porte, t'as les raptors dedans là. On ferme la limite.
Locked. Smart.
Alors, qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Ah, attends. Non. J'ai pas trop le choix. Hein. On va rentrer. Avec le couteau. Elle a pas peur. Hein. Moi j'enfermerai quand même la porte derrière moi. Au cas où qu'il y aurait autre chose qui viendrait.
Ay, Dios mío. How am I not dead? They left me alone. Idiotas.
Donc du coup c'est à moi de checker l'hélico.
One of them pulled me out of there. Not sure I'd do the same.
Ouais, et maintenant?
Looks like I was only out for a little while. The embryo should be okay for now.
Mhm. Le sac peut-être? Ouais.
Where's the can? Nieta, no, no, no!
Looking for this?
That's mine!
You know, this takes me back. I learned to shave with this stuff.
Give it back! Now!
I'm all out of shaving cream myself. You mind if I borrow some?
Stop shaking it!
But you're supposed to shake it before you use it. Says so right on the can. You want to tell me what's so important about shaving cream? Or do I ask InGen?
Par ailleurs, si je suis imbécile, c'est la mienne des embryons, attention. Bah ouais, attendez, franc jeu. Hein.
Embryos! Dinosaur embryos. If you drop them, they'll be destroyed.
Embryos, huh? Wow. I knew you were up to something, but this is pretty clever, I gotta admit. InGen's gonna love me for bringing this back. Talk about a bonus.
Look, Yoder. Billy, right? Maybe we can make a deal.
This ought to be good. Shoot.
Le passé la menace là, il paraît qu'il est cupide.
Please! I don't expect you to trust me, but the right thing to do is to give it back to me and let me go.
Si je partageais la détresse de mon peuple, Konzo. Ah.
One mercenary to another. Would you do any different in my place? Everyone can win here. Let your friends save those people while we sell the embryos.
Look, lady, we both have jobs to do. Thing is, in this situation, I'm the cop and you're the robber.
InGen stole this land from my people, relocated them at gunpoint. Do you know what you get when you take a tribe out of the jungle? Poverty. Unrelenting, crushing poverty with no way to escape. You really want to support a company that would do that?
You're not the only one who's had a rough life, lady. InGen may have screwed you, but they pay my bills. And besides, from what I hear, they rented this place from the Costa Rican government. Why don't you take it up with them?
I have a daughter. I need the money to get her out of the ghetto. You know what happens to girls there. She doesn't deserve that life.
Are you for real? Okay. Keep talking.
There's a lot of money in it for you if I get those embryos to my contact before they go bad. Those embryos are worth over $1 million. That's US dollars. I have a buyer. I just need you to take us there, and we'll both be rich.
Oh, yeah, right. Like InGen isn't gonna shine a light on an independent contractor like me when they figure out the crown jewels are missing. No sale.
Là, il est malin.
You turn that over to InGen. You get a pat on the back, maybe a little Christmas bonus. You leave it to me, you become a rich man. Pay off your debts, quit your job. No more guys in suits telling you what to do. Just think about it. Come on, Billy. The money's good. And you'll be helping me save my daughter. Everybody gets a little something.
Okay, here's the deal. 1, I'm in charge. I keep the embryos, and as soon as it's safe to break away, we'll deliver them to your contact.
I don't know if the embryos will last in there much longer.
That's a risk we're gonna take. 2, we're cutting Oscar in.
Why?
Because he's my partner, that's why. It'll be fine.
Pour moi, il est fidèle. Hein.
Now sit tight and lighten up. Not every woman gets to enjoy the sunset on a tropical island with Billy Yoder.
Elle fait ça pour sa fille et lui il fait ça pour ses intérêts, mais pour il est loyal au moins avec ses potes, c'est bien ça. Je pensais que c'était un pourri moi. Bon, au final, la fille est
we are in relation to the rest of the party?
un peu plus pourrie que...
Not far from the marine exhibit.
Pour l'instant.
I know for a fact that the phone there is in working order, or at least it was this morning.
Can we get there from the tunnels?
I believe so.
All right then, lead the way. Want to get us out of here as soon as possible. No more science projects, okay?
I understand.
On a du beau côté, de ces couloirs.
Don't worry, Jess. We should be safe in here.
Where do all these doors lead?
The maintenance corridors. The park's essential systems are in there. Electrical, water, air conditioning, you know, that sort of thing.
The tunnels on this side are for transporting animals, personnel, and food. That's why they're so big. They are separate from the maintenance side to prevent accidents.
Are you sure we shouldn't head to the visitor center, Dr. Sorkin? InGen is bound to start there when they don't hear from the rescue team.
These tunnels don't run all the way to the visitor center, and I don't know about you, but I'd rather not risk any more overland travel.
Good point.
Bah, là, lui, c'est pas mieux, hein. Tiens...
Well, as long as we're getting to know one another. How is it that Dr. Wu became chief geneticist over you?
That's an easy one. Frogs.
You're saying frogs kept you from getting promoted?
Specifically, their DNA. Before we could clone any dinosaurs, we had to decide how to fill in the gaps in the DNA sequences we found.
I remember this from the tour. You found dino blood inside mosquito fossils, right?
That's right. I wanted a complete prehistoric genome, cross-referencing all of the DNA found in the various amber samples. It would have been safer, but would have taken time the board of directors didn't want to spend.
Well, even Dr. Hammond's spare no expense philosophy has limits, I guess.
Exactly. Henry, Dr. Wu, proposed using frog DNA to fill in the gaps. It was risky. We still don't know all of the effects. But it was a solution, and a fast one at that. So Henry became chief geneticist, and I took to the field.
Du coup, ça explique pourquoi les dinosaures se reproduisent, en
I
fait.
swear I had some.
Ils ont les deux sexes, comme les grenouilles. Ils ont utilisé. Africaines.
Normally I managed to duck out a few times a day, but we've been preoccupied.
Where did you last have them?
Right here in my pocket, or so I thought.
Maybe they fell out when we jumped from the water tower?
I suppose. Oh well, I'm probably better off without them.
On est pistés. Les raptors. Lol. Sérieux là? Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait avec les cigarettes?
Why don't you do your radio show anymore?
You had a radio show?
Well, it wasn't really radio. I'd hack into the park intercom and play choice cuts from my record collection. Lately, I haven't had the time.
Did you really have to show Artie Bridges how to do it?
Believe me, I regret it. But how was I to know how bad he was? He begged me, said it was his dream to be in radio.
You know what, he should stick to managing the janitorial group. He is awful.
He certainly is. I guess there was a reason it was just a dream. He actually records his show ahead of time so that he can broadcast during work hours.
Un meilleur dératiseur.
Sounded like a rat.
Mm-hmm. Dinosaurs aren't the only invasive species InGen brought to the island. There are lots of rats in these tunnels. Maintenance is always setting traps down here.
Alors qu'il suffit de mettre un petit raptor dedans, ça suffit.
Stop for a rest. My legs are killing me.
I suppose we could all use a break.
I don't know how much longer those embryos will last. We need to meet my contact at the boat.
We're staying here until Oscar gets back.
We don't even know if he's alive.
Oscar's fine, he's coming back, and come hell or high water, we are not leaving.
Ah. Vas-y, gueule plus fort, tiens. La motivation arrive.
Then again, maybe you have a point.
Come on, we gotta run.
No time, hide!
À la bouffe.
Get out of here, get out of here.
Don't move. It can't see you unless you move.
Un cafard. Oh la maîtrise.
Off my face, you stupid.
Non, non, non. Oh le bâtard. Bouge pas.
Easy, girl.
Non mais sérieux, d'où il prend la... Ouh, il s'est pété la jambe. Ah, on est cramé. On part tout de suite. Pourquoi il a pris la porte, je comprends pas. C'est quoi le délire là? Pourquoi il a pris la porte de l'ICO? Ah, il a plus de son. What the fuck? Ah.
Care for a lysine supplement?
No thanks. Well, you know what? Actually, you know what? Maybe I will. All this running around, my muscles probably need whatever protein I can give them.
My thoughts exactly. I haven't gotten this much exercise since Carnival.
I guess we've got a lot of extra lysine now that the parasaurs don't need the external supply.
Yeah, about that. It's not just the parasaurs. We added the antidote to the main water supply.
But that'll reach every dinosaur in the park. The lysine contingency...
Ouais.
Insane! Denying the dinosaurs lysine was the only safety mechanism we had to keep them out of the global ecosystem.
L'écosystème s'adaptera et les écosystèmes ne peuvent pas se reproduire.
Do I need to remind you that there are 120 miles of ocean between Isla Nublar and the mainland? The lysine contingency was cruel and unnecessary.
Yes, the ocean provides a natural barrier, but how can you guarantee InGen won't move some of these dinosaurs to a less isolated place?
Look, I'll tell InGen all about this when we get off the island. They can make an informed decision about if and where they want to move any dinosaurs.
New York, c'est bien.
Tell me this. Did you reverse the lysine contingency with the pteranodons?
No. My formula targets superorder Dinosauria exclusively. If I'd tried to account for the pteranodons, I might have affected other reptiles.
Oh, at least there's that.
Now that I think about it, though, targeting only pteranodons, or any one species, would be a simple change. I wouldn't even need a full lab.
Am I gonna have to ask Jess to follow you into the ladies' room?
It won't come to that. If I decide to do it, I won't sneak around, and I won't involve you. I'm sorry if the way I went about it last time upset you.
Well, thanks for the apology, I guess, but this isn't about me. Do you know for a fact that none of these animals can swim?
Oh, come on, Jerry.
It's how Asian elephants migrated to Sri Lanka from India. There's precedent.
You're being ridiculous. There's no evidence sauropods were swimmers. None. All right. Supposing there's a dinosaur that can swim. I find it highly unlikely that one could make it through 120 miles of open water through ocean currents, sharks...
Highly unlikely? 20 years ago, would you ever have predicted dinosaur cloning? Ever? 20 days ago, would you have predicted a complete failure of all our park security? Is what I fear that hard to imagine?
No, I suppose not.
Non, il faut pas nager 190 km, il faut arrêter de déconner quoi. Les requins vont les bouffer avant. Hein. À part les volatiles.
The remote possibility that a dinosaur could make it to the mainland is far outweighed by our responsibility to treat these animals humanely. They're here because of us.
I don't want to see these animals die. I really don't. But we all agreed to the lysine contingency. It was a prerequisite to working here.
For you, maybe. But you have to remember, Jerry, I was here before there even was a lysine contingency.
Ça ne sert à rien d'en parler, c'était une mesure de dernier recours, c'est l'offre de ma vie.
Henry Wu came up with the lysine contingency, and let's not mince words, it's a kill switch, as part of his bid for the top spot. I couldn't stop it, but I never agreed to it, not even for a second.
You're still here.
Let's see. Continue my life's work, or let other people corrupt it, profit by it, and completely prevent me from even talking about it. Does that sound like a choice to you?
No, I guess not.
No matter the circumstance, You can't possibly believe it's okay to eradicate an entire species, let alone whole groups of them, regardless of how they came to be here. No one has that right.
Even if every dinosaur on the island were to die, Site B is still active. We could clone them again. What you did was reckless.
I'm sorry, Jerry, but that's naive. Do you have any idea how expensive it is to clone even one dinosaur? The board won't let Hammond throw money at a pipe dream.
Surtout que le site B, normalement, il est détruit. À cause... Ah ouais, mais c'est peut-être un peu plus... Ah oui, c'est peut-être plus tard, du coup. L'ouragan qu'il a eu.
Well, normally I'd agree with you. No one has the right to kill an entire species. But surely you recognize that this is a special case. We are responsible.
Yes, we are responsible, not just for our own welfare, but for the animals as well.
I don't know, Laura. I don't know. I need to process this. I'm gonna have to tell InGen.
I understand.
Are you guys done yet?
Là, j'avoue, ça dure 3 ans.
Just down the hall looking at stuff? Not that you noticed I was gone.
I'm sorry, honey. I was distracted, but don't go off again like that, okay?
Elle a fumé.
Yeah, okay.
Pas bien, pas bien. Pas bien. Il a pas remarqué l'odeur, non? Bon, par contre, il faut qu'ils arrêtent de distancer le T-Rex, hein. Ouais, t'as raison, tiens. Attends, ça fait quoi si je fais rien? Vas-y, je fais rien, je fais rien, je fais rien. Ah oui, pas mal. Elle crie encore. Attends, les coupes en deux par les dents, elle crie encore. T'es sérieux, là? Allez, bâtard. On va l'enfermer? Hey, il est pas con. Oh merde, vas-y, cours sur le Raptor, t'as raison, tiens. Ça, c'est peut-être pas... Merde. Ouais, il a un super Raptor, là. Allez, combat. Allez, 3G, le Raptor, il a aucune chance. Ah, quoique. Mais il est nul, ce Raptor. Ouais, il fait pas de bruit. Hein. Doucement. Passe les barbelés tranquillement.
Do these things ever stop eating?
Ah, il a déjà fini? Putain, ça a été vite. Il va défoncer la clôture? Non. C'est bon, on a le temps, on a le temps.
You know you're about as coordinated as a three-legged mule?
I'm coordinated enough to kick you
Whoa,
off.
whoa, easy. I take it back. Damn, you're lucky. You ought to forget our deal and buy a lottery ticket.
The embryos.
Yeah, relax.
You lost it. You lost it?
It must have fallen out.
Attention le Raptor, le T-Rex. Non. Non mais il cherche les emmerdes lui hein. Lui il veut clairement faire un duel hein. Il va se faire niquer, hein. Il va se faire piéger. Et merde c'est fermé.
Good. If I can't open it, they can't either. Last thing I need is for those things to see me better.
Ouais.
Now there's the place to hide.
Doucement. Ah, j'ai niqué. À la bouffe. Oh, je joue pas avec les Raptors. On n'a pas le temps de jouer avec des Raptors. Bon, du coup. Par contre, c'est quoi ça? Pourquoi il est invisible là? C'est censé être l'ombre ça? C'est pas très beau. Il le voit même pas, t'as raison, c'est quoi ce raptor en plastique là? Allez, monte l'échelle, on sait jamais, reste en hauteur. Ah.
Here they come.
Je suis dans la merde. Oh putain. Il va me sortir là, non?
Idiota! Do you know what you've done?
Hey! In case you didn't notice, it wasn't exactly a leisurely stroll over here.
You dropped it. You find it.
Hold your horses. That T-Rex is still out there.
Ah. Il a pas trop vu.
Okay, so we know where it is. Go get it!
Yeah, I think I'll wait until our friend there leaves to find a new chew toy.
I don't know if we have time. If the embryos go bad, they're worthless!
The embryos are worthless to me if I get eaten by a damn lizard.
If you're not man enough to get the embryos back, I'll do it myself.
Hang on. The deal is I hold on to the embryos until we reach your contact.
I know, and instead you drop them.
Yeah, well, crap. If you're gonna use logic.
Just go, and hurry.
Allez, la bouffe.
Damn it, Billy, get it together. Just take it slow and don't get yourself killed. Oops.
Ah bon, allez-y.
Nuts.
On va se faire cramer. Oh putain, encore. Allez, bouffe. Ça doit être de plus en plus dur en plus, hein. Oh putain. Vite. Oh non, mais sérieux. What?
Oh. Hello, darling. What brings a nice girl like you to a place like this?
Oh, cours vite. Oh oui, cours vite. Ah non, vas-y, on va le laisser se faire bouffer, tiens. Voilà. Ouais, mais c'est comme la femme, quoi. C'est dommage. Oh non, vas-y, merde, je vais te refaire, fais chier. Oh non, c'était pénible déjà, mais alors là... Oh, les enculés. Bon, moi, ça me fait de la pratique, hein, parce que c'est chiant leur truc, là. Je déteste ce système de QTE pourri, là. Ça pue la merde. C'est plus au pif qu'autre chose, en fait. C'est quoi de ces blocs, c'est bon. Mais des fois, tu vas un peu trop vite, ou c'est lui qui va trop vite, donc ça fout la merde, du coup.
Oh. Hello, darling. What brings a nice girl like you to a place like this?
Je l'ai, en plus il gueule bien à la fin, quoi, j'adore. Allez, cette fois-ci, on y va.
I got it. Somebody tell Carl Lewis I got some training tips for him.
Okay, great. Nice moves out there.
Hey, thanks.
Almost makes up for dropping it in the first place.
Ouais, j'avoue qu'il avait qu'une chose à faire, c'était de la garder dans sa poche pendant que l'autre allait tirer le T-Rex, mais même ça il a même pas réussi. Hein. Quel mec. Vas-y, fais plus de boulot. Ah, je comprends pas, les Raptors sont complètement cons dans le jeu là. D'où il passe à côté, d'où le Raptor ne le sent pas, d'où il le voit pas. Billet toutou. Oh putain, les autres vont arriver au pire moment.
Stop!
What?
I saw eyes.
Probably a rat or something. Keep moving.
No, I saw eyes just like that before I was beaten. I won't go through that again.
Big, shiny eyes?
You saw them too?
Not here, but yeah.
Go on. Get out of here.
Ouais. Ok, le zoom sur le mur, tout va bien.
No way! Not until I can see where I'm going.
Okay. We can't go back outside because of our old friend Rexy, but maybe we can get the lights on. It seems like those things, whatever they are, like to stick to the shadows.
Ouais, j'avoue que les Raptors ils s'en foutent. mais les autres. Ils ouvrent même les casiers et tout, mais c'est quoi ça? C'est quoi ces Raptors de compète là? Oh, on est cramé.
What's the holdup?
It's nothing. It's just a different model than I'm used to, is all.
So you're stuck.
T'appuies sur tous les boutons, ouais, c'est bon. Alors, si ma mémoire est bonne.
Why don't you just read the instructions? They're right there, no?
Relax. This thing is just a glorified fuse box.
Appuyez pour fermer, appuyer pour ouvrir. C'est quoi ça?
What about that thing there? Maybe you have to prime it before turning it on, like an oil pump.
Non, non,
or
la pompe c'est
something.
après ça.
Look, no offense, but this type of electrical system is probably way ahead of anything you've seen before. I got this.
Donc c'est pour ouvrir,
Alright,
logiquement.
I got it now. Close your eyes. You're about to lose your...
Ah non?
night vision.
Ah bah du coup j'ai sauvé la vie au mec, non? Ouais, vas-y, fais plus de bruit, tiens.
Dad?
Over here, Jess. It's all right. The backup generator wasn't meant to last this long, that's all.
No, that's not it. We should have been fine for days.
How the hell was I supposed to know open meant turn everything off? I mean, it's
Ah j'avoue.
You would know if you read the instructions.
Why don't you yell a little louder? I think there's a dinosaur on the other side of the island that didn't hear you. Jeez.
Whatever. There's a close, right?
Ah c'est complètement con.
There's a close, right? Yeah, I'll close that crap right up.
Mais c'est vrai qu'appuyer pour fermer, c'est dans le film, c'est pour allumer les...
Oh, come on.
Allumer les... Comment dire, les clôtures. Hein. Du coup c'est logique en fait.
Jurassic Park's only unofficial radio station. Just a reminder before we sign off, Parklings. If you're not on the boat by 7, you're not going to be on the boat at all. I've got a little something special for all you last-minute packers out there. A personal favorite of mine, and I'll see you all on board.
Damn it, Artie.
He's not still here, is he?
No. From the sound of it, he queued up this last bit of tape and took off.
So here's a little something to get you ready to set sail.
Non, il va pas oser quand même. Quel fou ce mec. Ah mais c'est ça le combat que... Oui, je crois que c'est ça. Hein, que j'ai en tête. Hein, qui m'avait trop marqué quoi. Le mec qui fait un duel contre un raptor quoi. C'est ouf.
Where you
Ah. À la bouffe. Comme il a ramassé. En plus avec la musique et tout, c'est génial. Oh le coup de poing, ça va l'assommer ça, non? Ah bah ouais, il appelle ses potes, merde. Il triche. Ah c'est pas loyal le Raptor, hein. Bravo. Toujours 3 contre 1, hein. Espèce de faible. Je vais te niquer ton espèce, moi. Ouh putain, le slow motion, énorme. Vas-y, dans la gorge.
Mother of God, I did it.
Oscar.
Il a fumé un Raptor au couteau. Encore 3.
Artie, this show is over.
Laura, you are my new favorite person.
You've forgiven me for fixing the lysine problem?
Don't push it.
Holy crap, Oscar. Did you just take one of those things out by hand?
I see Sleeping Beauty woke up. Did you have to...
I woke up just fine on my own, thanks. Right? You were in that tree the whole time.
Of course I was. Hey, listen. When I kiss you, you'll remember it.
That's never gonna happen.
Ah, don't be like that.
You're supposed to be at the crash site.
Yeah, the plan didn't factor in an angry T-Rex, so we had to change it. I didn't think to engage it in a knife fight, sorry.
We have to change the plan.
That's right. I unlocked the mystery behind the shaving cream can. Turns out Little Miss Sunshine here is smuggling dino embryos off the island.
What? Let me guess. You have a plan.
Yeah, well, turns out these things are worth a lot of money to the right people. I mean, a lot.
You going along with her?
Hey, I'm not doing anything unless you're down, but come on, Oscar. Do you really think InGen gives a rat's ass about us? Look what happened to B-Team, to Decaf. Their families are gonna get a puny check, a gag order, and nothing else.
Je ne vais pas les lâcher.
Do I gotta remind you we're working against the clock? There's no time to save these people
Salut,
and
Tidiane.
be her
Ça va bien?
boys before this place turns to ground zero.
What do you mean, ground zero?
Nothing. We could do it, Oscar. We've got a call for another helicopter anyway, so one of us takes the eggheads back to the mainland, and the other takes her to meet her contact.
Let me guess. That last part would be up to you.
You just tell InGen that I bought it like the rest of the guys they sent. Then you and I hook up later to split our cut.
I trust you, but I don't trust her.
Ouais, vas-y, allez.
Billy, count me in. Just keep her the hell away from me.
He's not keeping me anywhere. But I don't want to be any closer to you than I have to.
Now, play nice, you two.
All right, let's move out. Take it slow and quiet.
Mais logiquement, ils sont 3 Raptors, il y en a pas 4. Comment ça se fait qu'il y en a un 4ème là? Je comprends pas. Il a dit encore 3. Alors que normalement, ils sont 3 sur l'île. Bizarre ça. Oula, il y a un bug.
Let's not start this again. I respect your opinion, Jerry. Although, to be honest, I'm a little surprised.
Elle va refumer? Sérieux?
It's not that I don't care about them, Laura. It's just there are so many unintended consequences that come with your decision.
Sérieux là? Mais c'est une...
We can't keep this a secret, Laura. We need contingency plans. We'll need to monitor things outside of the park.
Ouais, mais attends, dans le noir, c'est peut-être pas très... Ouais.
Where is it? I know it. Yes.
Attention, on va être surpris, je le sens bien. Screamer. Oh putain, il a un truc à gauche. Un Raptor. Tu veux du feu? Oh putain. Dans la bouche, là. Réchauffe un nicotine, bâtard. Vas-y, fais-toi bouffer qu'on rigole. Ah bah voilà. Ah, j'adore. Coucou, tu veux du feu? Ah, c'est énorme. Tiens, la bonne nicotine, c'est très bon. Ah, il aime pas la cigarette, hein. Il a raison. Très mauvais pour les poumons.
Jess, what's wrong?
What happened?
Ah, la barre de fer. Merde. Ah, c'est bon, c'est bon. Amran. Oh putain, vas-y. Ouais, non, ils sont 3 encore. Ouais, non, là, par contre, c'est une erreur, là. Ils sont pas censés être encore 3. Ouais, je crois... Non, non, non.
Key. Yes! Reverse.
Oh, c'est pas encercler, là. À la bouffe. Ah, si, non, attends, je vais rien faire. À la bouffe. Oh, l'expression du père, il s'en bat les couilles, en fait. Non. Il s'en bat les couilles tellement. Il a à peine choqué, quoi. Oh putain, j'adore ce jeu. Et si je rate, ça fait quoi? Il a fumé le père. Non mais c'est trop génial ce jeu. Elle a embroché son père, quoi. Oh putain, je crois pas, quoi. Oh, c'est génial. Allez, c'est bon. Ouais, bon, elle n'abuse pas non plus. Comment elle a pu louper son œil? On m'explique?
What the?
Amazing. I've never seen them afraid before.
You're getting good at this, Jess. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
That was awesome.
No problem.
Okay, hon. Let the man breathe.
Yoder! You're alive!
We're alive. I'm surprised you guys lasted 5 minutes without me and Oscar.
Thank you.
Forget it.
Alors, comment avez-vous survécu?
So, Yoder, how did you guys, like, not die when the helicopter crashed?
Well, me and Oscar got out on our own before we hit, but Nima needed a little help. Isn't that right, Oscar?
Well, I'm just glad you're all okay. Oh my god, you're bleeding. Are you okay?
No worries. Belongs to one of them.
You killed one of them? With a knife? That's so badass.
Well, hey, I outran a T-Rex.
It's nothing. Just another fight.
Are you gonna get a tattoo of a raptor now? I totally would.
Not a bad idea.
You aren't fooling me.
What now?
You can pretend to be a hero all you want, but we both know what you really are.
You're right. We do.
What? On dirait des acteurs, c'est quoi ce délire là?
Everyone, we have a problem.
It's just steam, Laura.
Yeah, I don't think steam can, you know, eat us or anything.
You've seen the flickering lights, now the steam eruptions. Something's gone wrong with the island's geothermal power plant.
Ah, trop de puissance, ça va péter.
When the power plant explodes, it will be.
Voilà.
It's that bad?
Everything I've read about the system says it's supposed to shut itself down if
Trop de
something goes
pression.
wrong with the steam pressure. The fact that it hasn't means that the pressure will build unchecked. It'll pop like a balloon and take half the island with it.
Oh oui, carrément.
Can we get to the power plant from here? I'm completely turned around.
Yes, I've been here before. It's down this way. We really ought to get moving.
How can we stop the power plant from exploding?
We have to do something, and quickly, but I won't know exactly what until we get there.
No time. Say goodbye to your dinosaurs, Doc. You can dig up the fossils later.
When the power plant explodes, it'll take us with it. Unless you have a spare helicopter ready to lift off.
Oh, this just keeps getting better and better.
Listen up. You're gonna show me the corridor that goes to the power plant. I'm gonna scout ahead and make sure there's no dinosaur party happening when we get there.
Can I come? I know I can help.
You're staying right here where I can keep an eye on you.
Hey, I saved you, remember? Besides, those things are afraid of him.
You wandered off, Jess.
Oscar doesn't mind, do you?
Il est déjà parti. Le ninja. C'est bon, j'ai de vous avoir envie. Moi aussi, j'ai dépassé la T-Rex. Ouais.
When I saw the helicopter crash into the jungle? I thought you guys were goners.
We're fine. Hey, about before, the hostage thing? I'm sorry. I was only trying to protect myself. Me and the mercs, we worked it out.
Worked it out? How?
Don't worry about it. We're okay. For now.
That's great! So everyone's friends now, huh?
I wouldn't put it like that.
Then how would you... No way! Did you guys make out?
We've decided that we can all work together. Let's put it that way.
Hey, Oscar's back. What'd you find, buddy?
Là, il a été vite.
Always clear, but the door to the plat is locked.
Don't that just figure?
Stop. Allez, on va s'arrêter ici. J'ai joué une demi-heure de plus que d'habitude. J'avais envie aujourd'hui. Ah. Eh bah c'était bien cool encore une fois. Putain ce jeu. Ah oui, journal, tiens, on va regarder un petit peu ce qu'on a loupé du coup. Alors, voilà, on était là. Alors, Parasaurolophus. Putain, il est tout trop chiant celui-là. Le reptile à crête à cloison parallèle. C'est Elvis. Je suis très satisfaite du progrès que David et moi avons accompli dans notre service d'expérience sur les mécanismes comportementaux des Parasaurolophus. Nos hypothèses sur l'utilisation de leur crête crânienne comme amplificateur de son pour optimiser la communication étaient confirmées avec brio. Mais le fait qu'ils modulent leur intonation pour identifier les différentes classes sociales était une chose à laquelle je ne m'attendais pas spécialement. J'ai réussi à isoler leur chant nuptial, leurs cris de ralliement pour les repas et leurs cris d'alarme, et je suis impatiente de voir comment ils réagissent aux enregistrements de leurs propres cris. Ah, c'est pour communiquer leur crête. Ah bon, je savais pas ça. Le voleur rapide. Nos vélociraptors sont très différents du registre fossile. Ils sont peut-être 3 fois plus gros que leur taille normale. Ce sont des vélociraptors, cela ne fait aucun doute, mais si on le base sur leur taille, ils ressemblent plus à des utéraptors. Ah, des utéraptors. Ou des Deinonychus. J'ai adressé des regards éloquents au Dr. Wu lorsque nous avons abordé la question, mais il ne semble pas faire le lien entre son ADN de grenouille et cette incohérence. Politiquement parlant, s'il ne le fait pas, personne ne le fera. Ouais, ils ont été dopés à ceux-là. Normalement, voilà, ils sont tout petits. C'est plus un genre de comme ça, c'est en fait le vélociraptor avec des plumes. Là, il a même pas de plumes, c'est des écailles celui-là. Le réseau de tunnels, mais bon, c'est comme les comme ça, ils devraient avoir des plumes, comme ils ont dit, mais il en a pas, c'est des écailles. Donc du coup, bah ça explique tout. Ils ont vraiment pensé à tout, c'est génial. Le réseau de tunnels, une fois encore, j'ai été pris sous une adverse torrentielle sur la route entre le clos des Parasaurolophus et mon labo. J'espérais qu'ils étendraient le réseau des tunnels jusqu'au labo, mais il faut croire que la devise « dépenser sans compter » ne s'applique pas à tout le monde. Je le replacerai peut-être quand ils auront fini de relier les tunnels au centre des visiteurs et au reste du parc. Énergie géothermique. Le principal source génétique du parc est une centrale géothermique alimentée par l'activité latente du volcan très forte dans la zone. Je ne sais pas pourquoi Riley Allen et le docteur Hammond rechignent à faire connaître la procédure pour couper et relancer le courant. Même s'ils prétendent garder le secret pour notre sécurité, ça ne rassure pas de savoir qu'en cas de crise, il faut espérer que les quelques élus seront présents et conscients. Donc du coup, le docteur a le sait. Il va réussir à comprendre tout seul au cas où. Ah non, voilà. Donc elle a une petite idée de comment ça fonctionne. Donc justement, géothermique pour éviter que ça se détériore au fil des années en fait. Du coup, dans Isla Sorna, c'était pareil. C'est comme ça qu'ils arrivent à appeler l'hélicoptère. Parce que c'est une durée de vie illimitée, quoi. Ce qui est très pratique. Par rapport à une centrale nucléaire ou un truc du genre, quoi. Enfin. Allez, sur ce, une bonne soirée. Et à demain. On continuera, on fera peut-être un peu plus petit demain, vu que j'ai un petit peu abusé aujourd'hui. Pour ceux qui veulent suivre, en tout cas, vous n'êtes pas nombreux, mais bon, voilà, quand même, je pense à vous, ne vous inquiétez pas. Aujourd'hui, je me suis dit, voilà, je commence plus tôt, j'ai envie de faire une bonne session, donc voilà quoi. Enfin. Allez, à demain, bonne soirée, à plus.